I am your host, Sam Linderman. I am also the comedy concierge. Please give it up for Jason Ham, our producer, everybody. Jason Ham. What can't he do? You know, he could do all the things I don't have the technical words for yet. You know what I mean? I think I might go to community college, you guys. I feel like the community really needs me. You know, like, I don't even know if I need college, but I feel like college needs me right now. No, I don't know. But that should be exciting. You're probably like, Sam, what are you going to go to school for? Probably something, you know, at this point in your life, it has to be something. Come right in. Welcome. Hello. Oh my gosh. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. Take a seat wherever. Yeah, sign in. You know the drill. Anyways, yeah, just talking about my life. But yeah, no, I'm going to go to school for acting. So I think that should be funny. I'm so excited to tell all of them about my open mic and then have them come here. That's going to be exciting. That happened to me the first time I tried community college acting. I don't know why it's like now the second time, whatever. Maybe it'll be like the third time's a charm, I don't know. But they like surprised me at a comedy show and they were like so excited about it. So that was so exciting. I was like, yeah, guys, I do this in real life. And yeah, when you tell people that you do comedy, I love the different kinds of reactions you get. I feel like they're always like very intense. You never really know what people are gonna say. The most common one I get is "that's so brave," which is always like, that's a funny one. I don't know. I don't feel brave doing this. I don't feel brave at all. But it's fun. You know, we have so much fun together. My family really loves comedy now. My dad's getting into it. It's really changed his YouTube search situation, which I'm grateful for. Not like that. It's like he's really into this like carnivore diet. It's just hard to hear about. You know, it's like you love somebody, you want to hear about their interests. It's like, Dad, I don't want to hear about. It's like, I can't have steak for breakfast, lunch. I just can't. You know, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to live like that. I was just like walking with him, and he was like, search in your phone right now. What poisons are in vegetables? And I was like, do you mean pesticide? He goes, no. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I was like a different wavelength. But I believe it. I mean, I don't know if I believe it. I believe in a lot of things, though. I went to a psychic last night. Yeah, I don't know if you should clap for that. It was cool. It was cool. She was older, had a smoker's voice, a mask that was only covering this part of it. It felt very authentic, you know what I mean? Her credit statement was on the table. It said negative. And I was like, oh my God, like this is like, no, I feel like I'm like, I don't know, it was cool. I was like, am I psychic? No, I'm just reading your chase statement that's on the table. She was like, I'll give you a deal. I was like, I bet you will. Like, low key, no, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Anyways, she was sweet. So we'll see if it pans out. Basically, she told me I met God in a past life. And I was like, I don't know, didn't we all? I don't know. I feel like if he's there, we probably all started there. I don't know. My dad will say that to me, and he'd be like, thanks for picking us in heaven. I was like, whoa, I don't know about that. I don't know if I really did do that. I don't know if that was really me. I feel like that's more you guys kind of made me. I don't know if I made this happen. I watched Fiddler on the Roof as a kid, and I started crying because I thought my parents were in an arranged marriage. I don't know, did that happen to anybody else? I don't know. I went to the La Brea Tar. Has anyone ever been to the La Brea Tar Pits? Really? Okay, it's right by LACMA. And basically, I mean, it's in the name. It's like a bunch of tar pits, you know, with like woolly mammoths, like saber-tooths, etc. And I was there. I was like, 6 years old, and I was watching a documentary, and they were talking about all the animals that had died. And then they were like, in 1970, a woman fell in the tar pit and died. I start sobbing. I'm like freaking out. Like, there's no way I knew this woman. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I have no idea who she is. I call my mom. I'm like, stay away from the La Brea Tar Pits. Like, they're taking mothers. Like, I was terrified. And she started laughing. I was like, Mom, it's not funny. Like, I was like, what is funny about this? Don't go to the La Brea Tar Pits. I was terrified. I went back recently. I was fine. Way smaller than I remembered. Apparently, all the bones are imprints. They don't have the real bones out for you to touch. That makes sense, though. I mean, museums can only do so much. Keep museums alive. I heard there's an open mic at the library. Did you guys know that? Yeah. Is it fun? What is it like? You haven't been yet? Because it's still the library. You know what I mean? It's like you can love an open mic so much, but then it's like, it's the library, you know, like you can only love it to such an extent. I love open mics. I love them more than shows. They're more real. They're more raw. You never know what you're going to get. I love it. I went out last night. It was so exciting. It's so funny when you're in a room with a lot of people and you can't dance, but you don't want to not dance. So everybody's kind of just moving like this. When you're like all bumping into each other and like nobody really wants to be dancing, but you feel like you have to. You know what I mean? Like you could see it in everybody's eyes, and you're like, you want to sit down as much as I do, don't you? Security's like, you can't sit there, and I was like, I see a chair, I sit. He didn't think it was funny, but it was fine. It was whatever. It was a fun night. Love you all. Who's ready for the first comedian tonight? I can't hear you. It might be you. You could be even clapping for yourself. How exciting is that? I'm so happy to see this comedian. Welcome to the stage, the one, the only Jeff Klein.
Hey, how we doing, you guys? This was like, there was no one in here up until the very last moment. Then you guys all came in, and you know, the energy, it's fucking blowing off the roof. Does that make, is that even a phrase? I don't think it is, but now that this guy's here, it's gonna be. Yeah, let's talk about, I just went back to Virginia recently. I saw some family. I've got 2 kids there. Make some noise if you have some kids. Yeah, it's an open mic. That's what I expected. Get up for this guy. My 2 kids are aged 75 and 78. Yeah, they. Does anyone else have parents that are just like fucking acting up, just acting like kids, just misbehaving to try to get attention? My dad will like get a call from some telemarketer, and he's kind of like, no, I didn't call you guys asking for debt reconciliation or something like that. And I'm like, hang up, and he's like, hold on, I'm listening. And I'm like, God damn it, they got you. Yeah, so that's never good. And he knows it like irritates me to watch him do this, but I think that's like part of it. I'll see him like on the computer, you know, clicking on like an email or like clickbait or something like that. And he's like, hey, you know, it says, hello, Rob, you know, this girl is trying to get in touch with me. I'm like, really? I'm like, it's like, oh, we missed dinner last night. I'm like, did you have plans with anyone with dinner last night? He's like, nope. I'm like, did you have plans with anyone with dinner in the last 2 months? He's like, nope. And I'm like, so what do you think? He's like, we're going to find out, just in case. We don't want to miss this opportunity. She seems like a nice person now that I'm talking to her. I should probably give her my social security number. $5,000 later. It's fucking irritating. My mom, she won't, I've got her, it's just like a kid as well. She'll wake up late and she'll like just start doing things. I'm like, hey, did you eat yet? And she's like, I'm busy. I'm running errands and things like that. I'm like, you got to eat. And she's like, no, I'll be fine. And then like an hour later, she's just on the couch like, oh, I don't know what it is. I'm just so tired. I have a headache. I'm like, you didn't eat again. What did you think it is? She's like, no, I did. I ate pretzels. I'm like, yeah, and you also had a glass of wine. Like, what are we doing? When are you gonna grow up, drink like an adult, put some food down as a foundation? She's like, no, it's not that. I do that every day. It's the chronic fatigue. Do you guys know what chronic fatigue is? It's kind of like a, I don't know if it's a virus or disease or something, but it makes you feel really tired whenever like you don't want to do something. So we all have it, but some of us like live the life a little more and have self-diagnosed ourselves with that, and she's doing it. She is doing it. Let's see. Some things that I want to. I'm moving to Hollywood. I used to live in Hollywood for a little while, and not a great place to live, but you know, I was like, it's probably gotten better, right? Yeah, no, it hasn't. I'm living in a nice place in Santa Monica, and like the only way I was able to afford that was I got a COVID deal. You guys know what a COVID deal is? You do? No, or you're just acknowledging? Yeah. What was yours?
It was $2,200, where everyone else, like a year later, now it's like $2,800.
Yeah. Mine was similar. Mine is I got a better deal because like the old lady in there recently died of COVID. You know, you don't got to tell everyone though, like, but like eventually they find out because my friends will come over and they'll kind of look around and they're like, yo, What's with the dead lady in the corner? I'm like, that's Margaret. Don't worry. She stays in her lane. I stay in mine. She's just sleeping. She sleeps a lot during the day. Don't bother her. No. What else do I want to say? I've got some old things that I want to go through. So yeah, I moved here for a girl. Yeah. Guess where I moved from? LA is not a bad place to move from somewhere else, right? Maybe? No? I moved here from Maui, so that was a pretty bad idea, right? But no, I was very serious about this girl, and also I'm a fucking idiot, so I did it, but it did not work out. We were together for a while, but once we broke up, I started I was like, all right, I'm never going to move back to LA. Let me just try it out. We were living in Calabasas. She had a lot of money. So I was like, all right, I moved to Hollywood. And I was like, let me try this out. And I started dating. And the first date I got was with a director. So fucking killing it right out of the gate, right? She directed a movie on Netflix. I know that because I did my research. By research, I mean I read her Bumble profile. Yeah, that's pretty sure she's probably pretty successful if she's putting that in her Bumble profile. We agree? Probably can't count the amount of accountability awards she has on one hand. All right. So yeah, I set up this date, and I was like, we should go out for food and drinks tomorrow night, and she agreed, and then later she messaged me back and was like, hey, instead of going out, would you rather just come over to my place? Like, you mean skip all that bullshit that I'm going to have to do to try to get back to your place? Yes, of course I'd like to do that. I just said okay, played it cool. That's a good sign, especially on a dating app, when a girl's willing to let you come back to their place, right? That means I'm giving off the right kind of vibes. I'm giving off the I'm not going to try to murder you vibes, which is pretty much my whole personality. That's what I'm going for. So, I mean, it goes both ways, the risk, right? Girls could try to murder you, but I think we all know it's normally the guys who are trying to do all the murdering. Am I right? This guy knows what I mean. Hell yeah. You look like you're almost wearing scrubs or something. If you could just put on some things to cover your feet, you could go in and murder someone and be out. And but guys, we don't think about this. Or we do, but we don't care. It's if we're oh, this girl might want to fuck me or she might want to murder me, we're like, we're about to find out. Hopefully she does it in that order, right? Die happy. So I agreed, and then she texted me back. She was like, but no sex. Kind of don't get the wrong idea, I was like, okay. Because I did get the wrong idea. Yeah, I was definitely. They say if a girl mentions that's oftentimes it's on their mind, and I will say, in my experience, that's 100% true. That does not mean the future. It has been true. So I was driving over the next day. I stopped. I picked up some food, some drinks, some condoms, just like I heard her ask, and. When I got there, first thing I noticed was she was wearing this really tiny shirt, had really big boobs, so I could tell we like similar things. Probably gonna get along. We had a few drinks. She was like, do you want to watch a movie? I was like, is this gonna be her movie? How do I say no in this situation? But I had a feeling her movie was gonna be bad. The only time I can watch a bad movie is on an airplane. You guys are probably the same, right? It's like playing with no sound. 3 rows ahead. You're watching it through the cracks in the seat. You guys do this? And the lady gets up to go to the bathroom. I'm like, you better hurry back now. You better not be taking a shit. You gotta see if Sandra Bullock gets her man, you know what I'm saying? I'm invested. So we're sitting down, and 5 minutes into it, she leans over, and then she's just putting it out there, and I was like, all right, this is about to go down. She kind of bats her eyes. She's like, Jeff, can I borrow $600? Oh, fuck. And it just it hit me so hard. People had told me dating in LA was going to be weird, but that's all I could hear in my head right now was just that. And I swear my vision blurred. It was in the movies when someone loses a big poker hand and just all of a sudden oh, fuck. So yeah, that was a good welcome to LA moment. I did leave. All the guys are like, you should have been like, sure, I'll borrow or let you loan, whatever I'm trying to say. I'm like, no, I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to do that. Also, I was afraid she was like Russian or something. I was like, oh, something's up here. I don't know. Let me see if there's one other old thing I wanted to say. I don't think I'm. All right, we'll say this real fast. How much time do I have? 30 seconds, or is that a two?
1:30.
Oh, sweet. We're fucking taking our time then. When I was a boy, I'm just kidding. My dad wouldn't hug us growing up. We could only punch him in the arm to show affection. Anyone got a dad like that? Comics? No? All right. You guys are weird. Anyhow, so couldn't hug him, but like, well, the other day I had an awkward hug, and this one was also with a dude. It wasn't just any dude. I'm not just out there giving out hug jobs willy-nilly in the streets. But it was a friend. It was a newer friend. I was out with 3 people. 2 of them were girls, and after the show, I gave the 2 girls a big hug. When I came to the guy, I didn't know what to do. To give him a handshake, to give him a hug. I played it in between. I went for the old handshake hug, the old bro hug. He, on the other hand, went for the full-on hug. I don't know if you've ever seen someone go to fist bump someone else. The other person didn't know what to do, so they just took their hand and put it over the other person's fist. That's what happened to me. I was the fist. I like leaned in like this, and he just got his bear claws around me, and my face just got like pressed into his tits. I just felt this like baby T-Rex just breastfeeding from his mother. We should have that in the tar pits. Just one of those. A mother, you said, got sucked in there? Yeah, me and this guy, we're going down in there, and you're going to see our little bones or replicas of them. All right, this has been great. Thanks so much, you guys. Keep it going for your host. You can find me in Hollywood soon. J. Kane Comedy. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Jeff, everybody. That was fantastic. One time I accidentally did that same thing to Jack Black. Does anyone have a celebrity you've seen like too many times to the point where you're like, oh my God, we need to hang out? I think that's probably one-sided with me and Jack Black. The third time I saw him, I had a box of donuts and I said, Jack Black, do you want a donut? And he said, no. And I understand, like, they're open, you know, like, this is like Jack Black, like, and they weren't even crispy Kreme, like, it was like, I don't know. But the fourth time I saw him in a coffee shop, and I was like, I can't talk to him right now. Like, this is too early in the morning. And then I go back home, and he's outside my apartment. And I was like, I'm sorry, I need to stop you. And he's like, picture? And I was like, I don't even need a picture. My mom screamed at me. And I was like, you're such a light, whatever. I don't know what I said. He goes in for a fucking fist bump. I go in for a hug. Yeah. And I don't know what we're gonna do when we have to collab in the future. But hopefully it'll all be okay. Hopefully he'll be. He's coming through the door. He told me he was coming tonight. No, he's next. Coming to the stage, no. But coming to the stage is just honestly as fantastic as Jack Black himself. Hilarious, hilarious guy. Please keep it going for Colin Asling.
Keep it going for Sam, everybody. How we doing, guys? Good? How's our dating lives going? Oh boy. Mine's going a little weird. I'm seeing a 47-year-old woman right now. Woo! Yeah, 47-year-old woman. Calm down. I'm doing it for the AARP card, okay? Doing it for that. No, I've been going on dates with a 47-year-old woman, and she is in an open marriage. Open marriage, and I'm still making sense of it. This is true. What I'm about to tell you guys. She stayed over one night. This is recently, and she left her phone at my place, and I didn't know what to do because I didn't have any other contact info from her. So I just waited for the phone to ring, and her husband was the one that called. Do you know, like, one of the most surreal, awkward conversations of my life. I just picked him like, hi, and he's like, hi. And I didn't know, like, what to do. I was just like, hey, like, I can get this back, or do you want to pick it up, or is she gonna pick this up? What's the deal? And I'm just waiting for him to be like, what are your intentions with my wife? Like, what a weird situation. No, he was very polite. We're going for golf in a few weeks. Him and I are going golfing. Get to know the boys. Boys can be boys. It doesn't matter if it's her wife or what. His wife. No, it's a weird dynamic, and I'm still dating outside of this. On top of it, it's not exclusive. It's a very weird situation. And I tried to go on a date recently on a dating app, and I realized as I was going, I was trying to like set up like coffee or like drinks. We agreed to get drinks, and then out of nowhere she goes, "Oh, you know what? Great. Drink sounds great. I'll get wine with dinner." And I'm like, "Dinner? Dinner? How did this turn?" And then I'm like, "Okay, I'll look up places." And then she sent me 3 Google Maps invites, all to $100 plus restaurants in LA. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm not like, I'm happy to spend money, you know, but like, I don't know you yet. I don't know. Like, I'm not ready for $100 to spend on someone I don't like. And then, so I got like kind of petty, and I got a link, and I was like, I actually found this really great restaurant nearby. I sent it to her. It's just the McDonald's down the street. And then I unmatched with her. Because I was like, you know what, that's just some shit. And also she was talking about like, I find it's like kind of a red flag when someone just talks about how bad their day was on the dating app before you've even met. Like, I think that's weird. You know, she's like, do you mind if I smoke weed before we meet up? I'm like, okay. She's like, I've had a really rough day. I'm like, all right, like, you had a rough day. That's, you know, we could talk about it. You're gonna get stoned before, okay? So that was weird. I have some weird work that I do. I do a lot of freelancing stuff. I kind of just pick up things as I go along, and it's worked out so far. But I've been working a lot with teens, actually. So I work with a bunch of kids who are every kid, if you've ever met them, they're all entitled assholes. Every single one of them, it doesn't matter how much privilege they came from or none, they all think that they should have more than what they have. So that's what I've been dealing with. I have one kid, though, I'm working with. Her parents are very wealthy, and she's mad that her parents took away her horse. That's a text chain I'm in right now. She's crying because her parents took away the horse that she rode one time in a year. Do you know how much I'd be if my parents got me a horse? Every single day I'm at the Staples. Every single day I'm petting that horse at the minimum, feeding it carrots at least. I'm like, you don't know what you have. You don't know what her parents got her a car as soon as she turned 16, an Audi, freaking Audi, and she has a horse. And she's crying because they took away the horse. She still has the Audi. This is the kind of shit I deal with. It's so weird, but it's my job to get them. You know, a big part of my job is to help set boundaries and help the family fix what's going on. And they're acknowledging that their kids are fucking spoiled, which is a weird thing to talk to a parent about. You know, a lot of them will admit it, but they still give them a horse. My kid is so spoiled. I'm taking away. They only get to have one horse now. All right, they're way too spoiled. Just one horse and the baby horse. That's all they get. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. So like I said, I do a bunch of random shit for work. This is also true. I'm going to sound like a crazy person by the end of this. I'm also helping a friend who is an OnlyFans model. And I'm helping manage their account. I know I'm sounding like a fucking crazy person. This is very true. She, at her peak, was making over $20,000 a month. At her, yeah. So I'm helping with that. So the funny thing is, she asked if I could chat because she's got all these messages from all these guys and she can't keep track of all of them. She said, "Can you message them for me?" Sam, you know where I'm going with this. Or maybe you don't. I've been fucking sexting these fucking guys.
Nice.
And the weirdest part is I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it, goddammit. I have a talent. Game recognizes game. I know what to say. No, we were working together, and she's like, we were both at the computer together. And she's like, let me see how you message them? And I'm messaging, and I'm like, is this okay? And she's like, that's fucking great. I'm like, I send it, and I find another guy, and I'm like, okay, I'll type this. Is this okay? And she's like, that was so good. That was actually perfect. And I got like a little too into it. I don't know how to put it, but I'm like, when you find your talent, when you find your talent, you gotta roll with it. No, but I am now. I'm doing that, and it's all what you'd expect. Like whatever you think a guy is asking. Well, you guys have already probably asked it to whoever OnlyFans models you've following right now. Actually, Sharush, I saw you on the page. I'm sorry to break this to you, but it was me. And that wasn't. Yeah, the dick pic rating. I lied. No. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy that that that's the economy that we have. That's what it's coming to. That's what it's coming to. Yeah, I had a few other things. I just kind of wanted to go off the cuff a little bit because it's been a little wild lately. Are we on any of the dating apps, by the way? Any of us? The dating apps are dying, aren't they? Is that what it is? Just I feel like just a year ago everyone was like, yeah. At least it was like a reluctant yeah. But now it's just like, did we gave up? Like we gave up on. I heard like running clubs are now in. Everyone's meeting each other all sweaty and tired instead of from the comfort of your own home. Okay, you weirdos. I like to do it the old-fashioned way, in my boxers at home. Okay, you weirdos. It's a bunch of dumb one-liners, but I don't know. Sometimes I'll do this before a date. Do you guys ever do this before a date with like someone you're really attracted to? You masturbate before the date, just as like kind of a power move. You arrive, you got cum on your face. They're not ready. It's a power move. I don't know, but by the end of my last relationship, I wasn't sure if I got really good at eating her pussy or if she just got really good at faking that I was good at eating her pussy. I have had some success with this one dating app. I don't know if you guys heard of this one, LASC Courts? 100% success rate. I feel dumb on dating apps though, because I'll say stupid shit like I'll see a girl like it's a picture of her behind the Eiffel Tower or in front of the Eiffel Tower and I'll be like, oh, are you in Paris? Oh, are you in Paris? Were you in Paris? How was Paris? To be fair, there's two Paris, France. There's two Parises. The one in Texas. She could have been at that one, so I don't like to make assumptions. All right. Hopefully I didn't sound too crazy today. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a wonderful night. Let's bring up Sam. You can find me at Colin_comedy on Instagram. Yeah.
One more time for Colin, everybody. And the Eiffel Tower in Vegas. That's 3. So it's like Paris could really be anywhere. We could be at the Olympics right now. We wouldn't even know it. One thing I know, I haven't seen this guy in a minute. We missed him. Please welcome the very funny Brendan Weeks, everybody!
Oh boy, keep it going for yourselves. Yeah. Donuts and Mike, stop it. No, that was a show move. That was, you're only supposed to do that at shows. I know we're all dying inside here, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. It's more the listening, Mike, right? Just gonna listen to each other. Oh boy, I'm having a problem with objective reality. Anybody else? What is true? What is true? What is truth anymore? What is that? I don't know. Is it our senses? Is it Twitter? What the fuck? What is truth? You know, I have no idea. Everybody has such weird, conflicting viewpoints now. It's getting a little overwhelming, right? Anybody else think the assassination was staged? Yeah, see, there's a couple brave souls out here. A couple brave souls, not buying the party line anymore. You know. I don't know when outright revolution will happen in this country, but none of us in this room are ready for it. I can tell. All right. None of us are prepared. Do you have canned goods? Your hairline says you do, but yes, you have canned goods. Yeah. Canned goods.
I'm getting written.
No?
I'm going out.
You're going out?
I'm going out.
Yeah. Just get shot in the street. That's just my turn, right? They just did that in Bangladesh. I'm not looking at you to assume you were, but you have a mustache that says you may know. You may know. Yeah, I don't know about political revolution in this country. Can we just do it from the couch? Can we just do it? I'm on Instagram reposting stories. I'm doing my best here. All right. I don't know. My mom died, guys. Yeah, my mom passed away from cancer about 3 weeks ago. All right. How soon do you want to do jokes? All right. 3 weeks. Beat that. All right. Yeah. I have a show on Saturday. I'm planning on bringing her little cremation jar, just like plopping her down like right here. Like, you guys have to deal with it now, right? You think this is a roast battle, but she already won, right? It's the only time she's ever seen me live, and she's not. You know? Yeah. I don't know, man. It's super sad. I had to fly an emergency flight, and I had a friend offer me 2,800 Sky Mile points. And I was like, are they just going to drop me off in Albuquerque? Like, how far is this going to go? Like, is that it? Is it the end of the Sky Miles? Or just like, all right, you got to get out. All right. But no, I flew into New York. I flew into LaGuardia because my mom got transported down there. And, I got off in, LaGuardia Airport. And I'm going to say this right now. New York is a really hard city to be sad in, okay? Like, it's not okay, because as soon as you get out of the airport, anything can kill you. As soon as I got to my Uber, there was like a Haitian American guy, like 6'4", just going, move! And I was just like in my feelings, just trying to maintain my composure. I don't know. You try to shuffle down the street, full feelings, right? My mom passed away, like a whole thing, and just like, meow, right there. You could die if you're sad. It's not fair. I don't know. I think it's a sign of foreshadowing when, as soon as your mom passes away, not even within the hour, the rest of my family was at a bar. I was like, oh man, it's not looking good. Yeah. All my family's got vices, every single one of them. And you just see it, right? You just see it. How many funerals have you gone to where, like, the attendees just keep getting sadder and sadder every time you see them, right? Remember it used to be, like, high school reunions. Now it's just, like, who died? And like, everybody just gets together, get the band back. Okay. I don't know. I'm from upstate New York, from the countryside. Yeah, it's bad out there. You know, like, LA is full of pretty people, right? And there's like always like a hot girl within your peripheral vision, right? It's like you just see some nice ass or it's a dirty homeless person out there, and it's just either you see a man with a pink face, right? Like an overtly portly man with a pink face, or trash. It's just rural America is just trash and portly pink-faced white people. It's like little ham sandwiches. That's what they are. The rest of rural America are just built like fucking the cold cuts. That's what they look like. Okay. Let's see. My mom died in a Jewish hospital. I don't mean to say anything by this. Hamas 2024. All right, anybody? Okay, okay. Just kidding. Okay. You know, when Donald Trump got shot, I think the entire world was like, oh shit, he's gonna win, but like two totally different tonalities, right? Like, Okay. Okay. You know that weird animal fact where like dolphins are rapists? You know that one? Right. I wonder if they have to like register as like a sex offender, like in their cove, you know? Do they have to like knock on caves being like, oh, I'm just in the neighborhood? Right? They can't be within 500 feet of a school of fish? Okay. That was a long way to get to that one. Okay. You were talking about OnlyFans earlier. Yeah, that's the way to go, man. Selling my soul? Nope, selling my whole. That's what I really should. That is the best passive income you can ask for. And by passive, I mean it's aggressive, sexually aggressive income. And I have a bunch of friends. Like one of my best friends from childhood, age 8, has transitioned into a woman and then became a very famous porn star. You've probably seen her on GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to fucking call them. She's on there. She's in porn, full-on director, got awards, AVN, everything. And I was actually hanging out with her the other day, just this past weekend, and she said she spent $12,000 in cocaine and then made triple that back just from OnlyFans. And I was like, oh, I'm a teacher in a school district during my daytime life. What am I doing? Selling whole. That's the best way to do it. Can you imagine, like, sex work becomes legal, like, full on, right? Like, you have to get, like, a permit, you know, how they do in other countries, right? You got to go for your, like, driver's exam, I guess. Somebody's got to take you out for a spin. Is that how it works? I don't know. Is that how it works? Because I can only imagine, like, just because of the market economy and the way it's been working, like, it's going to come out as apps, right? We're going to get apps for sex work eventually, right? Can you imagine, like, trying to choose your cuisine like that night, you know? Like, you want to go, you could choose, like, you could pick your preferences for sex worker if you wanted to, right? You guys are not on board? Sounds made dating's way more harder for you than just being able to do that, right? Somebody needs to build it. I don't know. The names would be really cool, right? Like Hordash. That'd be nice. Right. You know, because why would you go on a date if you could just Postmate some pussy anyway, right? It's nice. And for lesbians, Cooter Eats. All right, that'd be nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, these are stupid. I'm getting chubby, and I don't like it. I don't like it. We don't have any hope after 40s, man. Have you been to like a festival or a concert and you just see like just men maybe 5 or 10 years older than us? They're just rough, right? Just rough looking, not sexy at all. Just I'm gonna be shaped like a pear, and I know it, right? Does anybody think the only way they'd ever get into shape is just by either going to prison or joining the military? Is anybody? I'm at that point, right. I need to commit a crime in order to get in shape. You guys save your nudes, you know, from like your dating history?
Hell yeah.
Right, from your exes and shit. I think every man needs to save their nudes, right? Because, like, you know, it's like your little, like, Hall of Fame, you know? Right? I think, because do you like delete your nudes? Oh, I'm heartbroken, I'm done with her, I can never see her again. No, I am hate jerking off to that girl 5 years later, right? Knowing that she's super successful with all her TV appearances. She's eating my ass, right? On camera. Just wait till she gets real famous. I'm just kidding. That's awful. I would never. You know, I would. What I want to do though is I'd rather save my nudes and turn them into like a yearbook. You know what I mean? Just like have a nice collection. Just print them out, right? Just nice gloss. And just like, you know, your 80s. You're just at your campfire. Just open up. You just hear in the background, just like, Granddad, can you put that away? And you're like, no, I was hitting this in 05. Actually, these are fantastic. You see these titties? These are best titties. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'm going to explain.
Keep it going for Brandon, everybody! I've never seen you. I don't know. Today when you were wearing a hat, I saw you from far away. I didn't recognize you. It was you cut your hair. That's crazy. One time I cut my hair like that. It's always dramatic. It's always like a moment in time. Speaking of time, the night is nowhere near over. I mean, not like horribly nowhere near over, but we still got some more comedy ahead of us. Are you performing?
Yeah.
Okay, come on up, Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Welcome. Is it your first time here?
Yeah.
Welcome to LASC Comedy.
What's up, y'all? How dare you call us all weird, man? You're sleeping with a 47-year-old, hanging out with 16-year-old rich kids, managing a hot girl's OnlyFans account. What kind of social group are you part of, brother? What is happening? Who do you hang out with? That's what I want to know. Man. I'm glad to. I forgot who was talking about their parents getting scammed by telemarketers. You were. I'm glad it's still working. Guys like me are still calling white people, and they're still listening to us. I'm brown. I'm from Pakistan, and I get these calls all the time. And I listen to them, but for the wrong reasons. Like, I listen to them to get to know their backstory, right? Like, just confide in me, bro. Like, I know you've called, like, people for, like, 40 times today. Just tell me, what got you to this point? But I was actually, like, this is a true story. A guy from Pakistan called me trying to scam me for money. And I listened to him like a good guy. I was listening to him. And as I got to hear him more, I'm not kidding, I discovered I went to school with this kid. I was like, Shahir? No way. After I told him, bro, like, we went to school together. He was like, oh, okay, so you're going to make this next question really easy. Can I have your social security number? Can you please give me your banking routing number as well? I was like, no, man. I made it and you didn't. Man, I felt bad for that kid. But he literally was asking me these sensitive questions, like I was just gonna give him everything. I was like, yeah, man, life is tough for some people. Speaking of life is tough for some people, I was in Costa Rica recently, and the thing I noticed about Costa Rica as an American is everybody is so damn happy. That is the most American touristy thing to say, by the way. How dare you be that happy? Who got you smiling like that? The broken roads? The slots of Costa Rica? Costa Rica is a beautiful country. It is the happiest country in the world. It is literally like one of the most happiest places in the world. And they say this phrase very often. They say pura vida. Anybody here know what pura vida means? Pura vida means like pure life. Yeah, exactly. Like a simple life. The problem is these guys say it obsessively. Like, they'll say pura vida to everything. They scam me and my friends for tourism money. They're like, amigo, pura vida. You confide in them, share something personal. They're like, I hate you, amigo, but pura vida. Pura vida. I went whitewater rafting in Costa Rica, and these guys are so laid back. I asked my instructor, his name was Alejandro Fox, which is a badass name, by the way, and probably not the name you would want to have your instructor to have, like Alejandro Fox, but I was like talking to this guy. I was like, yo, what happens if I fall off the boat? Because I'd never been whitewater rafting. He was like, amigo, that's never going to happen. I'm like, but if it does, what happens? He's like, yo, just take it easy. I'm like, okay, I'll just take it easy, fine. And as it happened, I fell off the boat. I fell off the boat, and I was like, amigo, I'm in the river. This is a true story. And he's like, take it easy, amigo. I'm like, literally, I cannot take anything right now. He's like, pura vida, pura vida. I was like, that's not helping me either. I know it's a pure life. It's a pure river. But this is complicated, man. Costa Rica. I love traveling because you meet the most interesting people when you travel. I met this guy named Norman in Costa Rica. He's from Nicaragua, and there was nothing normal about this guy. First of all, he looked like me, so I was confused. I was like, what? How did you make it out here? But he was on the streets. He like noticed me and my Canadian friends. I met these Canadian friends along the way, and we're waiting outside a restaurant. And the thing that I like the guy for the most is a group of really attractive white girls were passing by, and this guy had the best pickup line I've ever seen a guy use. in a white accent, he was like, "Thank you, girls, for existing." That's all he said. And I was like, how do you have more game, bro, than me, an American? All the girls looked back, appreciated him, and then walked, just continued their journeys. But I was like, wow, like this guy had more balls than I've ever had in my entire life. And he just thanked the girls for existing. Turns out Norman sells drugs. And he was asking us for like cocaine and guns. Yeah, I just like I love these little stories, traveling. Norman. I don't know where I'm going with that, but man, I think that's a really good pickup line to use. Like just thanking somebody for existing. I don't want anything from you. Just thank you for existing. You were mentioning if the assassination was staged. It was not staged. Because only in America can a 20-year-old kid who looks like a goblin almost kill an orange man running for the presidency. Only in America is that possible. Have you seen the pictures of the shooter? Like, who was it? Like, one of you guys, was it you telling me, like, I might murder some woman? Like, I might blow up this place, but I'm not going to murder a woman. Like, that is, like, weird-looking 20-years. Like, that is that is definitely a very good stereotype for white young men, man. I'm still, like, processing that assassination attempt, because I'm from Pakistan, and people get assassinated all the time. And in America, that is the case as well, because some of our greatest presidents have gotten assassinated, right? Like Abraham Lincoln, JFK, Donald Trump almost got assassinated. I think Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time at lying. At lying, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, because he always has the same singular word response to like everything. Donald, you cheated on your wife. Rigged. It was actually rigged against me. Melania, I got roofied. Stormy roofied me. I'm like, how do you get roofied as a billionaire, man? You have to be really stupid. I imagine the day like Donald Trump almost got assassinated, like after he got assassinated, the next day he's in the shower, jerking himself off to the mirror as he usually does as his pre-morning ritual. He has like a picture of every single United States president, and he has a picture in the middle of himself with like a kingly throne photoshopped, and he's like jerking himself off, and he's like, "They not like us." George, you weren't even shot at. You were actually the worst. Lincoln, you got killed. I didn't. Take that. Donald Trump. He definitely listens to rap music. Like, come on, you can't be like that and not listen to rap music. Donald Trump. It's I need to write this material. Is it 2 minutes? Okay. This might be controversial to say, but Donald Trump brought up a really important question about his contender, Kamala Harris. The other day, he was like, she just turned black. And look, I think Kamala Harris, I know what her ethnicity is, all right? She's Indian because she's married to a white man. Like, I think Indian women, and I can say this, all right? That's my rival country. Indian women are the most disloyal people in America, bro. And let me give you an example. Kamala Harris isn't the only Indian woman in politics married to a white man. Nikki Haley, guess who she's married to? A white man. Usha Vance, guess who she's married to? A white man. JD Vance, Nikki Haley, and Kamala Harris. These are all like examples of why I believe Indian women are disloyal. Like, I think Kamala Harris is Indian because she married a white man. I'm sorry, it might be racist to say, but I said it. And I don't know why you're recording any of this. Whose genius idea is it to record an open mic? Like, man. But I like Kamala Harris. I think she's an interesting person. I do. I love Kamala. Kamala, you're probably the greatest female contender in the history of America. This might not age well. Yes, I might be sent back to Pakistan if Kamala sees this. I don't know, but I do admire some things about Kamala Harris. I do. Like, her laugh is beautiful. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I love the fact that she laughs. Like, have you seen Donald Trump laugh? He doesn't laugh. He just smiles. He has like a weird smile. He has. I've never seen him like laugh out loud. Have you guys seen him? Am I missing something? No, right? He doesn't laugh out loud. And his biggest roast of Kamala is like, oh, she laughs like a crazy person. Oh, like she laughs, guys. What? You're not supposed to laugh. It's America. Donald Trump. I'll leave you guys with this. On my way here, like, people are very weird, and you hear the most random stuff. I was at Starbucks like 30 minutes before this, and this girl was talking to her girlfriend on the phone, and she's like, this guy looks like the type of guy that I would fuck with on the low. And I was like, is that even a category? Like, I looked at myself with a mustache, and I was like, am I the type of guy that a girl would fuck with on the low? I don't know, maybe. And that's my time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Ibrahim, everybody! Welcome to LA School of Comedy. Like, how did you find us? I'm dying to know.
This guy.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, that's amazing. This guy's coming up soon, but this next guy, you know him, you love him. He's a real part of the LASC family and community, and he's also hilarious. Let's welcome the very talented, the one and only Aaron McIntyre, everybody!
Oh God, I seriously did not know who the fuck you were talking about. Hey, you okay? you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay back there? I just want to check in, you know. I mean, I don't want to like get up here and go, how's everyone doing? And like put a lot of pressure. Because there's a lot of pressure to be in the audience, you know. You come here, maybe this guy brought you, and you're like, I've had a fucking shitty day, man. I don't want to do this. And he's like, oh, man, let's go to do comedy. I'm like, all right. So, you know, when that happens, nobody's going to go, yeah, me, I'm fucking having a terrible time. So I'm not even going to ask you. I just want to make sure you're okay. Safe. It's a safe space. And you are so fucking cute. God, 47-year-old woman, you're like, I'm dating a 47-year-old. And I'm like, God, that'd be fucking robbing the cradle for me, man. I'm telling you. It's been 14 years. 14 years since I had sex. Those are dog years. So it has been a long time, but yeah, do the math.
Is that 2?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 2 years. That's how long it's been. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not scared. You people in the back there, you watch it, okay? Yeah. So it has been a long time. You were also talking about OnlyFans. So OnlyFans, I'm very, very interested in this OnlyFans. Can you tell me a little bit more about the OnlyFans? How do I get on the OnlyFans? And do you have your friend's little what is it? A Twitter or trigger or what is it? What is it called? A handle? It's not a trigger. It's a handle. Oh, I'm looking for something. Anything at all. Yeah, I grew up, first of all, my name's Aaron. I've decided it's just A, period, E, period, Ron. Just from now on. Because everybody says it wrong. It's A-E-R-O-N, not A-A-R-O-N or E-R-I-N. Okay? It's just a little bit different, sexier. It's a little sexier than that. Please don't call me Aaron, because that was funny 10 years ago, but it ain't funny no more, okay? Especially to people named Aaron. And actually, Aaron, A-A-R-O-N, should be Aaron, if you think about it, because of aardvark, right? I mean, A-A, it's the only other word, A-A, aardvark, so it'd be Aaron. Just a little fact for all you folks out there who are really interested. I can tell. I can see that it's bubbling behind your head. Grew up in a family. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and they were all at least 9 years older than me. So that means I literally had 3 mothers and 3 fathers. They would always get together and, get together with the parents, and they'd sit around and they'd go, what's the matter with him? What's the matter with Aaron? And I just walk in and go, I'm fucking weird, man. I'm fucking weird. You know, lots of childhood trauma that I never told you about. And that's what happens. That's what you get. You get a fucked up kid who's I actually was a hippie. So I actually, you know, I had a lot of hair. You know, it was pretty fucking sexy. But it was really weird hair because it was very fine, so it would like stick to the top of my head, and then right about here it would go. So I had like this little helmet on with this fucking crazy hair coming out the side. Another interesting fact that I'm sure you're all but dying to hear. Yeah, so 3 mothers, 3 fathers. It was a real pain in the ass because they always knew better. And they would always be talking about how I was fucking up and what I was doing and then I'd hear stories about what they did when they were my age. And this is one of the things that I think parents don't get, right? Parents and older brothers and sisters, right? We look at younger people and we go, why are they doing that? What is wrong with them? And then you find out that like my brother was in a fucking gang, and like when he moved out of the town that we were living in, it was for his life, and he's, you know, getting on me because I'm smoking a little pot. You know, I mean, it's just fucking crazy. And my ex-wife, the same thing with my daughter. I do have 2 daughters, actual daughters. Now, do you have actual daughters or kids, or you're just talking about your parents?
Yeah.
Just your parents. Just your parents, yeah. Mine are dead, so I don't have to worry about those kids anymore. But I do have 2 kids. One of them was here, actually, just last week. She's 27. She just turned 27 last week. And the other one I didn't know I had until 3 years ago. So, and she's 43 now. So, you look stunned. I was too. Isn't that amazing? We have that experience together. That's great. Yeah, she's actually my best friend raised her. It was a whole deal. I gotta tell you, it was just a whole deal, you know. But it had to do with a lot of stuff, a lot of really interesting stuff. It's actually kind of would make a good movie, I think, because it involved drug trafficking. And it involved armed robbery of a grocery store, and of course pregnancy. You know, that came into the mix. You know, we were living together. She decided, I don't know if I can be with you unless I'm with Scott. And I was like, what are you gonna do in that situation? She's living with you, and she says, I don't know what I can do. What do you do? I'm gonna ask your opinion. What would you do? Did you slam the door and go get another apartment? You're not going to answer me.
Oh, this is not rhetorical.
No, it's not rhetorical. It's a real question. I've been dying now for 43 years to find out what the fuck I should have done in that situation, and I don't know. What I did was go, okay, whatever. And it's because I'm a big pussy. Okay, I'm the biggest pussy you're ever going to meet. Okay. Although actually, I'm actually a pussy, because the word does not come from pussy, okay? It doesn't come from there. It comes from pusillanimous. So it's actually pussy. And because I used to, when people call me a pussy, I go, yeah, man, I'm a pussy. Because I think that pussies are pretty powerful. Don't you think? They're pretty powerful to me. I know they'll make my head turn like, you know, fucking, what would that be? That'd be like a Gatling? No, that'd be like a, what would that be if I was going like this? I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point, and I'll throw that in just to kind of round out the whole set. But yeah, I think that pussy is pretty powerful. It's very powerful to me. And so, yeah, I'm a pussy. And I will die a pussy, and I'm very proud of it, because how many people have been in a fight in here? How many people have been in a fight? Yeah? Everybody? No? Never been in a fight? Right on. Anybody? No? Okay. How many people started the fight? Oh, okay, you started. Do you feel justified now? No. See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? I can never think of a reason to actually hit somebody, because I don't want to be hit. because I'm afraid of pain. I mean, I'm not afraid of dying. You know, if you put me on a plane and it starts going down, I'm going to be standing in the aisles going, yeah, baby, let's go! Because it's all going to be over real quick. And but what I was saying was something else, and it had to do with pain. Yes, I don't like pain. I have been in 3 fights in my life, and I have been punched 3 times. Mm-hmm. So pretty good, right? Yeah, pretty badass. 3 fights, I've only been punched 3 times. Of course, none of the other people, except for the first one, was actually punched back. And that was a girl when I was 8. So that shows you what a pussy I am, right? I mean, I am a total pussy. She was bugging me, you know. She was like, hey, come on, man. And she kept bugging me, and it was pissing me off. And then finally, she just goes, come on, man. And she punched me in the mouth. And I was 8, and it pissed me off. And so I punched her back. And the gum flew out of her mouth, and she was like, you knocked my tooth out! And that was the end of that fight. See how easy that was? It was just happened, right? Then a couple of weeks later, I found out that the whole time she was bugging me, right? She was just flirting. Because she showed me her pussy. So I knew, you know, that was it, you know? So it was the first bald pussy I ever saw. Because at that time, nobody was bald. There was bushes everywhere. Bushes for miles. Everybody had a bush. And I was totally bald. And now I'm not. And they all are. So it's very confusing. That's all I've got to say. Okay, well, my name is Aaron McIntyre, AARON, and that's where you can find me everywhere. Thank you.
Keep it going for Aaron, everybody! And keep it going, you know, for Pusey worldwide, like worldwide Puce and the Puce within, and the Puce in our hearts, and the pews of the church. What was I gonna say? There was this girl speaking like 8, 9 years old. I was 8, 9. She was 8, 9, and she would like walk around and pinch all the boys' butts. And I was like, dude, this is a bad look. You know what I mean? Because even back then, I knew. I was like, you're so wrong. And I did a pity play date. My mom would make me do this shit all the time. Like, if a kid asked for a play date, and I'd look at my mom like makeup out of a swim class, you know what I mean? And she was like, oh my God, she would love to. And I went to her house, and she wanted to bake cupcakes, and her mom was there, and then basically we opened a stick of butter, and she just started eating it. And then her mom said, not with when company's over, and she said, stop it, Mom! And I was like, I need to go. I need to get out of here. You know, it was so weird. Playdates were crazy. I mean, it was so weird to like be at another person's house. Like, it's like that's not your parents. I went home after that playdate like, Mom, I love you. Dad, like, this is great. I'm not gonna complain about the margarine anymore. I don't want to look at butter. But I'm so excited for this next comedian. Please, can we get our hands clapping for the one, the only, Nick Hanrahan?
Thank you. Next time I'm fucking a chick, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I love this pussy. Fuck yeah. And she'll be like, what? Don't you mean pussy? I'll be like, yeah, but you see the word origin, the pusillanimous. Sorry, that was coming in hot. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I'm Nick Hanrahan, half Indian. My mom's Indian. My dad is white. You were 100% right on that. Yeah, dude. I hate that woman, dude. She betrays me all the time, dude. Yeah. Yo, what was I gonna say about my mom? I had some shit to say about my mom. All right, I'll get back to it. All right, we're talking about scammers from India. Let's see. Yeah, I've been watching this guy on YouTube who like reverse scams them. He's like a hacker, and he'll get these companies' contact information and then like take over their entire operation. I want to have that power to just like go to like some random office in India and just start playing like hardcore porn on like every computer there. That would be fun. Yeah. Anyways, you're a teacher, bro? Yeah. I work in education. What are we doing here? Hopefully this doesn't leak. All right. Yeah, so I'm also part Irish. Hanrahan is my last name. Yeah, I like redheads. Got a date with one this weekend. No, I don't. What am I doing? But yeah, I have a sixth sense for them. I could just picture them in my peripheral or behind me. Fuck, dude, my fucking voice cracks, bro. I hate those, dude. And then, like, so I stay inside all day. I work as a software engineer, and then I come out here. I don't know how you guys deal with these fucking lights, dude. Like, it's taken so much for me not to squint right now. Jesus. All right. Yeah. So, oh, here. So my mom's mood is directly related to the S&P 500. She's a very unemotional person, but I'll like ask her like, "Hey mom, how you doing?" She'll be like, "Did you see the market today?" I'm just like, "No, how are you doing?" Anyways, there's something there. Yeah, so I was just in Wisconsin for my aunt's memorial, and it's okay. Everything's okay. Although we probably shouldn't have done it at the lake, cause like it was a nice fucking day. These chicks are out sunbathing while I'm trying to listen to the eulogy, and like me and the father are just like sitting there, peeking over. I don't know. Fist bump the priest, you know. I got you. Okay. What else is going on?
Go back to the mom stuff.
Mom stuff?
Just riff on that.
I got my mom. I'll get you next time, homie. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is going with my mom? My mom is she's very smart. She's very crazy, and she's manipulative, and you know, it's cool. Like, she provided for me. Like, you know, I got an education. She made sure I wasn't dumb. But yeah, she just fucking rips into me, dude. Like, I can't. Like, all right, cool. I know math. All right, that's good. All right, I can do math. Thanks, guys. 1 + 1 = 2, 3, whatever. So I'm extremely introverted. And it gets on my nerves sometimes because, okay, how does this shit work, dude? I've never fucking used this thing. Hell yeah, dude.
Welfare.
I know math, guys. Come on. All right. So yeah, I was at a party recently. All right. Yeah, I get invited to parties sometimes. I'm cool. I snuck in. And like, I was hearing these people, like, you ever like overhear like these like get to know you conversations? Like, these people were meeting, and like, I don't know, just like overhearing those conversations, I'm like, all right, dude, like, who cares, dude? Like, where are you from? Like, we're all from somewhere. Like, we all like live somewhere. Like, I don't know. Do you believe in aliens? That's the real thing. But yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. Something I gotta work on. Small talk, regular part of the human experience. But yeah. Cool. Some good stuff happening here. I was at Hurricane Harbor last weekend. Dude, there's a lot of ugly people there. Like, you ever want to like go see some ogres, man? You go to Hurricane Harbor. I'm like, do we have to share the water with these people, dude? They're white. Okay, it's okay. And I saw two of them making out, and I'm like, I'm glad these people found love.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. It was a fun day. It was a fun day in the sun. All right. Let's see. Titty twisters. purple nurples, 5-star back slaps. What else? Dead legs, tabletops, Indian burns. Yeah, dude, I miss middle school. Miss getting physically assaulted by all my homies. Now it's like we're all just like giving each other gifts and like hanging out and being cool and like being cordial. Damn, I just want to fucking crack one kid one time. No, it's probably better. It's probably better now. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys. Woo! Here's Sam. I did it.
Wow. Nick, everybody! That was amazing. I loved when it's like, what a team effort. I am so excited to bring up tonight's headliner. He is fantastic. Please, please put your hands together for Sarush, everybody!
Yeah. I got a fun night. I love the variety in this room. We have so many cultures, people, hairstyles, full of hair, lack of hair. You have a mane, bro. That is some good. Did you do like what product do you use? Like what do you?
I put a sea salt spray.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sea salt spray.
Sea salt spray and what is the other one? Volumizer. Yeah, man.
Got my little assistant. That's amazing. So this takes effort. It's not just like wake up like this. You just like you put in the. It takes beautiful, bountiful. What's the third B? Bouncy, voluptuous, bear. Okay. No. This is no more. Bad, Colin. Bad. So I was like, you had so many redeeming qualities in your set. You were like, like doing all this stuff, and then you're like, like what was it? You talked about like, I forgot what it was in the beginning, and then you went to like dolphins getting. That was you? Okay, never mind. Not you. Okay. I was like, Colin, no. But now it's you, so I was wrong. It was not Colin.
TED Talk is going on.
Exactly. You will at the most TED Talks you learn something. At this you will actively be losing brain cells. So this is what will happen. Okay. I also love all the signs in this room. My favorite sign of all time is the "Do Not Eat" sign because it's on a plate. It's like of all the materials to use, I feel like I wouldn't want it. It's like I don't know how to say it. It's like teasing me. It's like don't, but like here if you need something to like hold your food. But at the same time, it's like being like, what's it like? It's like all the things that. What are the things that like you actually need help to do? It's kind of like don't do an open mic with a mic, or like if you like if there's a mic around, what else could it be like? Maybe it's like roasting. Maybe you have like no rotisserie chicken, but there's like a bunch of like sprongs and stuff like that. I don't know what a sprong is. Maybe there's like sprong. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know. Maybe there's like maybe you're trying to like. Maybe that's like no dates. You can't have a date, but like she has like she's on the makeup and everything on. Okay, that was a riff. That was a time. Didn't go anywhere, but that's okay. It's okay. This is we're working. I love your head. My dad has a head like that. It's beautiful. He does, and it's shot. My future. The people say my future is bright. Looking at his head, not for the right reasons. It's shiny. It's very shiny, not in the right reasons. I just came back from Iran, and so we're gonna have. Yes, I did. We're gonna do story time. So I just came back from Iran. one of the things that happens in Iran is everybody's like super chill. Hello to my audience back home. Okay. Looking at you, Jason. Now you're looking at me. Got the connection, the love. I'm gonna try and break you today. Haven't seen you be broken. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay, so one of the things that my grandfather is super. It's confusing being in Iran. He wants to show you off, kind of like a Mercedes Benz, but you're not that fancy because nobody's ever seen an American before, so it's weird. So they're like, oh my God, I want to see you. And like one of my grandfather's friends has a salmon farm. It's an interesting little thing. And so like I'm vegetarian, so it's not a place for a vegetarian. So there's all these like salmon that are swimming around, and it's like they're like just waiting to die. It's scary. It's sad for them, at least for me. This is a depressing set, I guess. But like one of the things that you need to know is that like being on a salmon farm, like I didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go. I had to go like 5 times and didn't want to go. I just ate rice. That's pretty much all I ate. And so one of the things about you need to know about Persians is that they love tea. And another thing you need to know is that they also love relaxing. They're one of the most relaxing, chill people that you'll ever meet. Very relaxed. So we get there, and we don't have tables in Iran in a restaurant. Like what they do is they have a rug like this, and it's like propped up. So everyone's just chilling, eating. And then like at most restaurants, the owners they welcome you and then they leave. Well, this one brought his entire family. So it was like kids, wife, all sitting there. His dad was in the corner sleeping. I was like, how did he get there? I have no idea, but he was there. And he's like, do you want some tea? And I was like, no, I'm good. Not my thing. But can we rush this because I have to get somewhere? And he's like, sure. We'll get you the food. Don't worry. And then after 30 minutes, they bring us food and everything like that. Not right away. So we get the food, and I'm like, can we rush? Can you get the taxi for me because I gotta get out of here? And he's like, don't worry, we will get the food we will get the taxi after the food. But the problem with Persians is on a rug and when they're eating, is that they fall asleep. So they get the food in their stomachs. You know how we get the food coma. Well, yeah, when they have the food coma, that's literally what happens in Iran. So you have a sardine, have them in the can. It felt there's a mom, the dad, the child, my grandfather, and then it's a lunchtime. So it's en masse naps, families everywhere on carpets taking naps together. So I was like, damn, I'm not leaving anytime soon, so this sucks. So after about an hour, they wake up, and I was like, I've had way too much of this family. I'm like, I really need to go. Can you please get a taxi? And he's like, oh, are you sure? Do you want to have any tea? And I was like, I do not need more tea. It's okay. I appreciate it. And he's like, okay, relax, chill. I will get the driver. And then he comes back alone with a huge smile on his face and just a hat that says taxi driver. I was like, oh no. So we get in the car with his entire family. It's the children, the mom, my grandfather, we're all there. And as we're driving, this guy, the chillest leftist man, and he's flying. We're all and this is this is not a fly zone. You know what I mean? There's curves. It's really secluded. It's climbing of this mountain, and he's flying at 100 miles an hour. I have no idea how this car made those turns, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, can we please slow down? And he's like, what happened? I thought you wanted to rush. Now you want to relax. You are confusing. And I was like, all these kids were so relaxed too. And they're so chill. They don't wear seatbelts there. So I was just gripping my seatbelt, and they're like, what? And they're like, ha ha ha, you're chicken, you're so weird. And I was like, I'm gonna I might laugh when you die. And that's dark. But I did not take off my seatbelt. But there's something about that culture where it's just like they're so relaxed all the time. Like they literally take naps. Like you would think that there's a lot of homeless in Iran. They're just napping. They just chill and nap. That's pretty much what happens. And it's crazy to me to be in a culture like that because I feel like the opposite in the U.S. Like everything, like even in the store, you know what I mean? Like I was like always wanted to go. Like what did I need to do? I was just gonna read. But like that chill is something that like I'm hoping to bring, like that I just don't have to do anything or be anywhere. I can just relax and just enjoy the sunlight. So that is where I am. And with that, I will bring you back. Did I break you? I didn't break you. This is so sad. Jason, it's a joy to laugh. It's a joy to. I mean.
Trump.
Huh?
He's like Trump.
He's like Trump. He's like Trump.
We don't laugh in America.
You don't laugh in America. It's a sad inside. Okay. With that, I will give you back to your lovely host. You have the Persian chill in you. I love those Under Armour. It's good. You got those socks look comfy too.
Thank you.
Okay. With that.
Some roots, everybody. It's been a fabulous night. You know, I am pro nap. Like, I'll go on record. Like, I love a nap. Like, I love saying I'm gonna nap for, like, I say I'll nap for 10 minutes. Like, nobody does that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love an hour nap. I love an 8-hour nap. Okay, love you guys. Good night. Give it up for Jason one more time. If you want your clips, if you want your part edited, we can do that for you. If you want like a little clip with subtitles and stuff like that. Brandon, I was gonna say you stayed the whole time, almost the whole time. That's amazing. No, that's amazing. It was good to see you for real. Bye. Okay, good night. Yeah, bye.